everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and yes, today we are taking the Raptor out again to do a little bit of exploring just close by because I have to be back for Christmas. But that being said, I want to give you guys a quick update. So I got your responses on where you guys want me to go in Utah, and everything is in southern Utah. I live in northern Utah. So what that means is I'm going to be filming ahead with my reviews more than I normally do. So normally I film like a week ahead with the reviews, but what I'm gonna do over this next week is I'm going to film 2 weeks ahead, and then I am planning on traveling down to southern Utah in the first part of January. At least this is the plan, so see what actually happens. And then I'm going to go basically just exploring all over the place down there. And then since I have the reviews filmed ahead of time, nothing will happen on the review content side of things, because I know that's why a lot of you guys will actually watch this channel, is because of the reviews. But anyways, we've got the Raptor all loaded up and ready to go. Actually got some, I got to tell you guys all the things you need to take when you're going off-roading. So obviously you want to make sure the truck's already dirty so that like when it gets more dirty you don't feel bad. You always want to bring some water just in case, and then also, you know, all your camera equipment so you can film, and Frank the Christmas tree. He's going to be very important later down the road. And I was going to name it Wilson the Christmas tree, but then I mean that name's already taken by a more famous item, so I can't. So his name's Frank. Wow, I put like 100 miles on my truck yesterday trying to get dealers to do more reviews with on different brands. And this power outlet's very important because I know that you guys think that the power outlet's for like, you know, usable stuff like power tools or just other manly truck stuff, but really it's for Frank the Christmas tree, so that, you know, I mean, that's pretty cool, right? I'd say so. Let me give you guys all a quick rundown of where we're going. So normally for me to get to 5 Mile from where I live, I actually go down the southern part of the Utah Valley to get up there. However, I'm going to go the long way around. I'm going to go up to the northern part. Well, it's not really the northern part of the valley. It's kind of like the northwestern part of the valley-ish, kind of like middle part almost. But anyways, I'm gonna go through that part through Tooele County so that I can show you guys the Great Salt Lake, and then we're gonna head south down to where I'm going. So it's gonna take a lot longer to get over there, but then we're also gonna have a lot more stuff to see, and that's kind of the point of this video. So let's get going. Okay, so I am dealing with the worst stench ever for you guys, but here we are. This is pretty much like the start of the Great Salt Lake. Now, if you're wondering why there's not that much water, it's always like this in the winter time, so it kind of like, there's still parts that are like deeper, but a lot of it just kind of sort of dries out, but not fully, and so it's just this nasty, like mucky stuff that smells horrible. Kind of like, so it smells like, kind of like rotten eggs a little bit, but then also like poop. It's like rotten eggs and poop is like the best way for me to describe how bad this actually smells. But it looks pretty. I mean, just imagine the Raptor on that, but also the Raptor would get completely stuck and I wouldn't be able to get it out. But just imagine how cool that would look. And then you can see one of the islands just down there below. I think that's Antelope Island. I might be wrong though, because I'm horrible at geography, but I think that's Antelope Island. And then if you're wondering, right here behind us, those are the Ochre Mountains. So we're supposed to be on the southern part of those essentially. But yeah, here's just kind of one more look at all of it. Here's a side view on the Saltair. Interesting styling on that, but obviously I think this was built like, guys, and by the way, don't quote me on my facts, but I think this was built like in the 1950s or 60s or something like that. Quite a while ago, but yeah, obviously it's not really used anymore. Kind of is, but kind of isn't at the same time. Okay, so I got lucky here, did some maneuvers to get the Raptor over here, but here's like a better viewpoint of everything. You can see a lot of it though is still kind of like that mucky dirt. Sorry that it's really loud, the highway's right behind me. But yeah, you can see all the way out there's a little bit more water, and so now you can kind of see why people thought that this might be the sea, because it like goes on just forever and ever in that direction. But anyways, we're gonna head back, and yeah, I'm gonna stop staying in dangerous places. This is kind of crazy. Like, this is not your like normal, you know, highway entrance thing, whatever you want to call it. Like, there's water in the middle of us, there's a train on the other side, and it's this big giant circle. Like, this is super interesting. Just a contrast between obviously like the plains, you can kind of call them in the valley, and then the mountains with all of the snow on top of them. I mean, that just looks so beautiful right there. So this isn't my proudest moment in life, but I've been driving for like 3 hours, so Okay, so we are up here at what's called 5 Mile Pass. So it is all of this off-roading area all around us. There's a ton of trails and everything. So the first thing I'm gonna be doing is actually, I'm gonna be doing a video that's just purely point of view with the GoPro. Essentially, it's just gonna be Raptor GoPro off-roading. And so this video that you guys are watching is kind of like behind the scenes to an extent, but not like a ton, but just a little bit. So that'll be the first video that I'm filming. I'm just going through trails on the Raptor and everything. And then the second video I'm filming is gonna be like the off-road review part 4, 5 Mile, and how the Raptor handles it over here. And then also just this area in general and you know how much stuff it actually has. And then I guess the last one is just this video. So there's either gonna be 2 or maybe 3 videos total out of this. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So what I'm doing right here is I'm kind of scouting out the area. So before I do a lot of my like off-road videos, what I do is I kind of drive around for a minute. And sadly, we're already at half a tank. But anyways, I drive around for a minute, see what looks good and see what isn't. So just kind of to see what would actually be good to film. And so far, this is not like great for a Raptor. But I mean, this would be cool if you had like, again, a Razor or like maybe even a Wrangler wouldn't be that great, but a Razor, yeah, you can see like if you had a Razor, something small, you could just freaking bomb it through here like crazy. Now that we've gotten past these pesky little trees that were getting in the way a ton, and the Raptor's super wide, so it wasn't fitting through them, but I found a way. I found a way through. But yeah, now that we got through all that mess, now I've got all these rocks here, which on camera they don't look too bad, but it's super bumpy and I'm taking it super slow so that I don't puncture a tire or anything like that. It is my goal to get to the top of that hill, so I've got to go through all of this, which it just kind of, yeah, it's all over the place. I'm kind of scared though, this part right here, because I'm not sure if I'm going to fit between the trees, but wish me luck. Got the Raptor here, but I gotta do some work for you guys, so I gotta run up here. Whew. This is why I go to the gym, is for the camera views. Okay, look at this. I mean, this is kind of, and if I go up a little bit further up here, I need to get in better shape. Holy crap. Okay, already out of breath. Now hopefully, maybe if I go down to a low angle, that'll kind of help you guys see how steep this is. And also the fact that I'm completely out of breath. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so not sure if I'm comfortable taking the Raptor up this. Now, I'm not saying that the Raptor is not capable of doing this, but this is kind of like, without having a spotter or anything, this is a little bit sketchy, right? To do with the Raptor. And again, I can tell it's not showing up on camera just how steep this actually is, but it's really steep. And yeah, like look at this. Like this, if I don't, I mean, it's not too bad, but this whole area right here, I would be really sketched out about. Just getting traction and yeah, like this. Goodness gracious. I mean, I'm not saying that the Raptor can't do it, because that truck can definitely do it. I'm pretty sure that if I like applied myself, then I could do it, but at the same time, it's scary. Well, I'm out of breath again, so you guys know what that means. We've got the Raptor at the bottom of the hill right there. I think I might actually try this hill out. So hopefully that guy kind of gives you guys just perspective on this. But this picture right here with the Raptor would be so beautiful. So it sketches me out, but I think I'm gonna risk it to get up here, but then also be tempted to go up there, so we'll just see what happens. As you can see, we are a success, and yeah, that wasn't nearly as scary as I made it out to be. So the incline was 15 degrees, 16 degrees at the maximum, but most of it was 15 degrees, and the Raptor just like was like super easy. So yes, a lot of this stuff is going to be in the point of view video, so I'm going to start getting point of view shots for that video. But I mean, the Raptor is so good on the off-road. Like, I'd never imagined that it would be that good on the off-road. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous how it just went straight up the hill. It literally did it like it was nothing. That is crazy. But I mean, look at these views. This is just fantastic. This ice here looks super, super thick. Oh! Yeah, I don't want to get the Raptor stuck in it, so I'm not going to go on that, but geez, that ice sheet looks crazy. Yeah, so this will be kind of like your behind the scene looks of, I mean, this is a little bit slower than I normally drive, but it's because I'm holding a camera. Oh my goodness, guys, look at the mud. The truck is gonna get so dirty, but it's gonna be, it's so gonna be worth it. Jeez. This one's kind of like mud and ice, so this isn't doing too good. Ah! oh, yep. No, we're going out of that. Well, the truck's now starting to get really muddy. You can see that the lights are now covered. Sorry, aux beam. But yeah, I've got all in the fenders, all up in the front suspension, just mud everywhere. It's happening all over. But I found this undisclosed open area, and you know, I'm not like a specialist with tracking or anything, but these circles suggest that this area it's meant for a certain thing. Well, I lightly touched one of my side steps and that happened, but it's just clothing, it doesn't really matter. So this is the marking that I have made. So if you ever come out here, then well, these are actually pretty deep. Like I have to like walk down into them, but I didn't get this part at all. It's still normal. But yeah, I mean, it digs pretty freaking deep. Like, geez, I was not expecting that at all. So now we're kind of running out of gas, so I got to figure something out, but the Raptor looks pretty. And by the way, if you're wondering what that camera angle that I just used is called, it's called risking it all, because I almost ran over the, I basically just almost ran over everything, and yeah, I'm not even sure. Let's see if these lights even work anymore. Okay, I'm guessing they do. I'm guessing they do, but let's just see if they still work, because I just completely, there we go. Okay, moment of truth. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, they still work. So even after all the mud and water, they still work. That's pretty cool. There's this dog, and then there's this dude. He's like a legit, well, he's not, I would say a cowboy, but then he doesn't have cows, but he still kind of is a cowboy. But all these dogs, they're everywhere. They are everywhere. So I wanted to pretty much sum things up for today and go over my overall experience with, you know, just off-roading here at 5 Mile. Obviously you guys can see the truck is absolutely, like, just positively, like, it's the filthiest the truck's ever been, I think. I mean, I am going to be making a video about cleaning the truck afterwards, but yeah, it is crazy how dirty it is. So what I would say overall impression wise, you know, just off-roading here, a lot of the trails like this that are kind of just like these flat dirt trails have been a ton of fun on the Raptor, because I can go super quick on it, and obviously I can jump it. The place that I jumped the Raptor is actually just down here. I'll show you guys the little divot that I actually jumped the Raptor at. But yeah, there's a lot of fun in that. The stuff that's all in the mountains, it's fun with the Raptor because it actually does really well crawling, but it's limited because the Raptor is so
wide essentially, so it kind of gets in the way to an extent when you are doing off-roading, you know, up the cliffs and all that kind of stuff. Obviously through the mud and everything, it did really well. It got dirty really easily. But what I would say is 5 Mile is actually a really fun place. So if you live in Utah, if you're close to Utah, it's a great place. You can pretty much off-road here year-round, no problem. And I mean, it's just a lot of, there's like so many different things to do, right? If you want to do rock crawling, there's not hardcore rock crawling, but there's, you know, climbing up really steep hills, which is a lot of fun. If you want to drive really fast, that's available here as well. And you know, it just has all these sorts of things. You have big sweepers, you can do drifting, you can do donuts, you can do pretty much everything you'd want to do on the off-road you can do here, minus like the hardcore rock crawling essentially that you do down in Moab. Which brings me to the next point. Where do you guys want me to go next? And obviously I'll review how the Raptor handles it, but then I'll also review the area and say, you know, what I think about it. So maybe I need to like start like a score sheet for, you know, the pluses and minuses of everything. I guess the positives here, it's close to Salt Lake, so it's really accessible. There's a lot of fun high-speed trails, and I would say the other thing is just there's a lot of different stuff you can do. The minuses, there's a lot of people out here. That's definitely a minus. The other thing is all of the ice right now, it kind of gets in the way, but again, there's gonna be ice pretty much everywhere. And then I guess another minus is if you do really want to rock crawl, this is not really the best place to do it, at least from what I found. I mean, I drove pretty much everywhere and I didn't find any rock crawling. So yeah, that's it. I totally forgot to end the video, but as always, if you're stopping for the first time, please subscribe. And if you guys want to see more off-roading videos like this, let me know in the comment section below. I can continue it. And also the Raptor build is going to continue. I'm still loving these fog lights. And guess what? If you guys don't believe me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all of them work. Even after I off-roaded the Raptor and cleaned it all off and everything still works. So yeah, see all of you in the next video.